with the Seattle Seahawks. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And right away he lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34. And, Charles, this defense, I have to imagine, kind of licking its chops when you get a chance to face a team that's lost 3 straight.
And my surprise was listening to their head coach in his weekly presser because normally you and I see guys that get up there and say, everybody's a threat, any given Sunday, that sort of thing. But he was asked if this might be a trap game, and he essentially said he didn't see anything to worry about. Now, normally you say that to your team, but you don't tell us. You definitely don't say it to the media.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about. Well, this winds up in empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Eluding the pressure right. He hits Beasley right side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Then he finds Beasley, complete. Trucks over him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Play action. Now Wilson. Out left, he's got it to Everett. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. the play fake. Here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd down, Beasley. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll try the left side. Beasley. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So he had a chance to get him on the board there, but unfortunately that big yellow metallic structure in the back of the end zone, it had other plans.
And that's when we're kickers watching it the whole way saying, oh no, don't hit it. Rats.
Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Oh, wide open, complete. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Here's Wilson. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. On 1st down, Wilson drops it off for Chubb, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Touchdown! That's caught. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by McCann. Up and good. And they'll make the score before time is up. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there just before halftime. They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And this one caught by Beasley. Powering his way forward. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Buying time to his left. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They go play action with Wilson. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now Wilson on 1st down. He'll spot Eskridge open left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Brings up 2nd and 2. Play action. It's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Beasley. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Wilson. And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
So it's a turnover there on the lost fumble, and this third quarter could not really have started worse.
I think that's a great observation because this was a close game at the half. They gave up the touchdown the opening drive. Now they turn over the football. This game, they can get away from pretty quickly if their defense doesn't step up right here.
Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Jets.
Extra point by McCann.
And that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
From the 24, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
McCann now for the extra point.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Now it's Wilson.
Open man is Eskridge. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
Second down at 4.
Now it's Wilson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing again here, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 25. There he goes left side. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
McCann for the point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson.
He'll go right back to Beasley.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. It's a big play there for Seattle. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Wilson.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power, but not a ton to show for it. Here's Wilson to throw. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Myers' kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the 4th quarter. Oh, fires this one downfield for Chubb. And that's caught inside the 35. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
McCann now for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just added on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, They need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Wilson. And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Seahawks, first down.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point up and through by Myers as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 20. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down. It's another thing to really put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.
Just a little hit for the summer.